All right, we're back for another stream here.
To talk with the YouTube staff and be a part of the Creator Summit. It was super awesome. I actually left a little bit early so that I could be here to cover this event, but I flew over. On the time I was flying over, the cloud cover that we had started to lit up. Okay, so the sun's been beaming down all day, and it's starting to kind of bubble up again with even more instability over here. So we've had plenty of daytime heating, and what we're waiting for is that cap to erode, and then we're going to see big storms bubbling up down here. So it definitely looks to me like storms are going to convect maybe even farther south than the enhanced risk. We could see storms firing around Oklahoma City. If that happens, those will likely be tornado producers as well. So we've got a big time severe weather day on our hand. And of course, it's just day one. This is going to be a severe weather outbreak sequence. So we're going to be covering multiple days of severe weather here. We'll likely be live tomorrow again with even more severe weather down here between Dallas, Jackson, up to Memphis, Little Rock, Shreveport. You're included. And then you can't forget about day three. We've got a rare day three enhanced risk of severe weather back over here into Wichita, down into Tulsa and Oklahoma City. And it doesn't end there either. I'm not going to pull up the rest of the outlooks, but a even more concerning system is looking to set up around Sunday into Monday, and it moves a little bit farther to the east. So we're looking at Memphis, we're looking at St. Louis, we're looking at maybe even portions of Tennessee and Kentucky up there into Illinois. You guys look to be back on the table here for severe storms. And you know what's plumb wild? You guys want to know what's plumb wild? It's been a while since we've had severe weather in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio, really. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, there was a tornado warning in California, okay? And it was whatever day I showed up there. And I was looking into the stats, and I'm pretty sure that California has seen more tornado warnings so far this year than Kentucky and Tennessee combined, which is very rare and very unusual. So I think that might change, though, unfortunately, after this severe weather outbreak sequence is finished. Speaking of severe weather outbreaks, we're in the middle of one right now.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of one right now, so let's dive into these warnings. You guys good? You guys good with that? Let me clear the outlook. And let's dive in. Let's start with the watches first. We do have a tornado watch. A tornado watch, that's right, up here for a big old portion of Iowa, down into southeast Nebraska, a little bit of northwest Missouri. That's going to go on for 4 more hours. It's got 600,000 people in there. And I do have at least a couple of you guys checking in on WeatherWise. Where's my WeatherWise crew at? WeatherWise, where are we at? Check in on that app. You don't have to play the CAPTCHA game nearly as bad now. So you can just check in, and your dot will appear here on the map, and it'll be plumb wild. And also, you get to hear this nice, jolly tune on your device. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So if you just heard that come through a second time on your WeatherWise app, and you got y'all mode turned on, that means that you're in that tornado watch for the next 4 hours. Once again, that includes Fort Dodge. That includes Omaha, which is about to get plumb smacked right now, by the way, by a line of storms here. And that includes areas south of Lincoln, which is also getting hit by a storm right now over towards Nebraska City. Now, there's a separate tornado watch. There's another tornado watch. This one's going to be down here for Allen, Anderson, and Brown counties. I got a bunch of you guys checking in down here, too. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. I don't care what you guys say. There's some people who are haters of this song. Get used to it, son. We love it too much over here. 60% tornado outlook. 30% chance that some of those tornadoes will be EF2 or greater. 80% hail chance, 60% chance that we'll see some hail larger than 2 inches in diameter. So this is actually a higher end watch down here for Topeka, Hutchinson, Wichita. This doesn't actually go over to Kansas City. It'll be much later before the storms get over there. But this specific tornado watch for Wichita up to Topeka is going to go for the next 6 hours and 3 minutes. And it is very likely that at some point down here, we will get another tornado watch for our friends around Tulsa and Oklahoma City. That's why we've got the good Old Corey Gherkin down there roaming around Kingfisher, Oklahoma right now. He's giving us a view of those clear skies. Once again, the sun is beaming down onto the ground, heating up the surface, okay? We've got a big old blob of heat just building up down here around Kingfisher, and it's getting hot. If you go outside in Kingfisher right now, you're going to be like, dang, it's kind of hot. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. We got hot weather down here. And what we need
no, that was not
is
a
for
mistake.
that hot air to rise, right? Whenever that warm air
I
rises
just did
up
give y'all
into
guys
the
a
inevitably
face reveal.
colder air above, it turns into thunderstorms. But you're like, Ryan, there's not a
See.
cloud in the sky. Why ain't it rising up? Well, that's because there's a layer of even
Hello there,
hotter
guys.
air floating above the hot air
Long
on
time
the
no
surface,
see.
okay? It's kind of been brought in from Mexico and areas to the south and west. It's some warm air aloft. So warm air
Let's
can't
see.
rise into already warm air. But the warm air up here above the warm air on the surface is slowly eroding over the time. The low-level jet is kind of kicking it out of the way a little bit. The warm air at the surface is getting even warmer. So it's
And
going
we'll
to be able
right
to
back, Jack.
compete with the temperatures above it. And at some point, we think that cap might bust. And the warm air at the surface is going to be able to rapidly eject up into the atmosphere and fill these empty skies with towering cumulonimbus clouds that are capable of hail up to the size of baseballs and potentially strong tornadoes. We do have a hatched risk for tornadoes today. It's going to bust. The cap could bust. It's either going to bust or the cap's going to bust, okay? All right. Check it out. In Lincoln, Nebraska, we can see the storm coming thanks to Virtual Rail Fan. Do we have any rail fans in the chat? Do you guys love railroads and trains and stuff? I do. I love railroad enthusiasts because you all are the reason for this brilliant nationwide network of cameras that we have that have allowed us to see a lot of storms that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to see. I like trains too. I don't think I'm as much of a train nerd as I am a weather nerd, but I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, big time shout out to Hyper King. Hyper King says, I'm already starting the super chat train. It's going to be active for the next few days, so stay safe, everyone, and know where to go. As always, Ryan, amazing work. Yes, 100%. Thank you so much, Hyper King. I recognize your name. Thank you for being here day after day after day. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this, but I've got a feeling we can't stop you, okay? And once again, we're very appreciative. Thank you. So yeah, things are getting plumb wild out there already. We do have a tornado warning right now. I was getting to that, but the rotation on it is actually not very impressive. Does that mean that there's not a tornado? Absolutely not. Does that mean I'm going to grab me a slice of pizza and start eating it? Absolutely not. Okay. But does that mean that we should be taking shelter in Beatrice, Nebraska? Yes. All right. Take shelter out there. Also in this town over here called Hoag or Hogue. What do you guys call this? Is this Hoag or Hogue? I need to record that one real quick. Beatrice, is that right? All right, let me record it. Beatrice. That sounds weird. Are you sure? Beatrice. Okay, that's weird. You guys are weird, honestly, for doing it that way. What about Hoag? You guys got any advice on Hoag there? Or Hogue? Hog? It ain't hog. Is it Hogue? Hogue. Okay, Hogue. All right, I'm going to record that one too. Hogue. All right, so Beatrice and Hogue. You guys need to be taking shelter. And once again, I'm not too concerned about this, but anytime the National Weather Service puts out a tornado warning and there's any inkling of rotation whatsoever, we got to take it seriously. We've definitely seen radar signatures with less impressive, signatures produce tornadoes. So because the radar can't always tell us exactly what's going on, and we actually don't have any storm chasers down here right now. What we do have, though, I think is a camera or two nearby. Actually, we don't. Nebraska. Nebraska is another state that needs some better daggone traffic cameras. You guys need to talk to whoever is in charge of the traffic cameras and get some daggone traffic cameras down there in Beatrice and Nebraska City, Lincoln. I think Omaha's got some, but it's because of Iowa. Omaha is using Iowa's infrastructure here to allow us to see the skies. But anyways, we do have a storm approaching Omaha right now. This is what it looks like out there. We've got dark skies in the distance. The storm is currently not looking very tornadic, but it is looking very severe. We do have 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds with this storm on the northwest side of Omaha right now. We're talking about Douglas, Saunders, and Washington counties. We're talking about places like Elkhorn, Valley, Yutan, Waterloo, Fort Calhoun, and Bennington. A population of 223,000 people are going to be impacted here. And we've got places like the Millard North High School in the path, as well as the Quality Living Incorporated area down there. So you guys need to be getting indoors and away from windows. The tornado threat with this is looking very low right now, but it's not zero. The straight line damaging wind threat is going to be your main thing. Somebody is clocking in on the WeatherWise app. They're saying, how's Omaha looking tornado-wise? Tornado-wise, we're good for now. Okay, you are under a tornado watch. Okay, so we've got taco ingredients in the kitchen. Well, we are not actively making tacos yet, but we are having some strong winds come through, some lightning, some thunder. You're probably hearing it, and that's going to continue to be a problem for a little bit. All right. Tornado warning continues down here for Gage. Okay, Beatrice is no longer included in that tornado warning, but Hogue is. Okay, so Hogue needs to still be taking shelter, but Beatrice, you guys are fine. I would stay indoors and away from windows because the strong thunderstorm is still going to be coming through. You're not under the tornado warning anymore, but a strong thunderstorm capable of 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds is going to keep on coming through here shortly. Okay. Let's check in with Brandon Kopic, who's out there in Sedgwick County, Kansas right now, if we can get his feed to load. And load. Hey, Bulls. There we go. Look at those beautiful clear skies. Once again, not a good thing. Not a good thing. The more destabilization we get, the hotter it gets there on the surface, the more rapidly the air will rise whenever the cat busts. So not good that it looks so pretty out there. Does it look good outside where you are?
Zach, you got a possible tornado watch for you soon.
Yeah.
60% chance.
Does it look good outside where you are? If so, bad.
MD for Oklahoma, all the way down to Wichita Falls. Big old MD, 60% watch prop. A big old light. You know.
A little cloudy, a little cloudy. What's it look like in Kansas City right now? Kansas City. I could look. I've got cameras, but I'm lazy.
Typical Ryan.
Anytime you see me throw up Brandon Kopic's feed and the sky's blue, I'm just giving my hand a break. All right, chat, go ahead. Give me the info. I know you're here for me to give you the info, but no, let's do it this way for a little while.
Within this environment, supercell wind
It's cloudy. It's cloudy. It's cloudy in Kansas City. Okay, well that's good. We want it to stay cloudy a little bit longer.
across north central.
We want it to stay cloudy a little bit longer. Yeah, it's a 10% hatch day. It's gonna be plumb wild if storms get popping farther south. We had some big hail or a lot of hail near Lincoln earlier. 1.25-inch hail, 1.5-inch hail, 1-inch hail. What's the biggest hail that we've gotten today? 1.75 golf ball size hail 42 minutes ago down here in the good old Pleasantdale, Nebraska. That storm's going through Lincoln right now. By the way, guys, if you've got pictures or videos of this hail, like Kaz here, make sure you send it to ryanhallyall.com/submit. Look at that hail. Oof. Sometimes whenever you get a hail video, you get thumps. Thump, boom. Sometimes you get smacks. The smacks sound more impactful to me. I know a lot of, the thumping is ominous, but the
And
smacks.
if you're curious and want to know what I'm drinking,
that, but
a good old,
seems more
good
intense.
old root beer.
Here's a video from Cody of a strong line of storms in western Iowa going green. That's out there in Harrison County, Iowa. Thank you, Cody, for sending that in. Definitely going green. Here we're going green again here with Monongalia County, West Virginia. We got storms here. We got storms there. We got storms everywhere, including over there in Worthington. We've got the radar truck at the Walmart. Hey, listen, if you ever go down to the local Walmart and you see this thing, yeah, you better stock up on your... You know what? I was getting ready to say something about milk and bread, but that makes no sense whatsoever with severe weather. Never mind. But if you do ever see this at the local Walmart, that means that stuff's probably about to go down in your town. This is the Doppler on wheels, son. They only pull this thing out whenever stuff's about to get plumb wild, and that's what's happening out here at the Wellington, Kansas Walmart. Milk and bread, yeah, you can't advocate for milk and bread consumption during severe weather. It just doesn't do the same thing as the severe weather coverage does. Oh, check it out. Kendra says, when teaching kindergarten about weather, we teach don't be scared, be prepared. I love it. Hello, class. Hopefully they're still watching. Don't be scared, be prepared. That's the most important lesson you're going to learn today. Kendra, thanks for sending that. That's awesome. And there's some more of that hail out there in Lincoln, Nebraska. Smooth hail. Doesn't look as jagged as some of these other hailstones we've been seeing here recently. I've got a green screen issue right here. I got a green screen issue right here. I'm going to fix it.
I need a green screen. That's what I need.
Don't worry, guys. Crisis averted. Green screen issue has been resolved. But thank you for this picture of smooth hail out here. Peyton, thank you for that. If you've got pictures or videos you want to send, ryanhallyall.com/submit. That's the best way to go about it. Just scan that QR code. And remember, only do it if you can do so safely. We do not want you to go out and get smacked upside the head with a golf ball size hailstone.
I'm pretty sure Oklahomans would love that one.
Because then you won't even remember how to submit it anyways.
Got a new MCD.
All right? So don't go out there. Don't put yourself in damage. Don't put yourself in danger. Sorry. To get a picture of some hail. Wait until the storms pass. Go out Easter egg hunting for the biggest hailstone. Then send us a picture. All right, let's go up here to areas just north and west of Omaha. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning up here for Douglas and Washington counties that goes on for 4 more minutes. I'd say they're going to reissue that, re-expand it up there a little bit to the north and east. It might include Honey Creek, this next one. So y'all watch out in Honey Creek. Additionally, we got a larger severe thunderstorm warning for Potawatomi and Washington counties as well. And if we go up to the north and east just a little bit more, we've got Schleswig and Denison, Iowa, under a severe thunderstorm warning. We've got 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail moving into Denison right now. And Dow City. Oh, my gosh. The Dow has to visit Dow City. The Dow has to visit Dow City. Why is there a Dow City? Has the Dow ever been in Dow City? That's hilarious. Oh, my goodness. All right. But, yeah, it looked like some pretty large hail coming out of this. 69 dBz reflectivity over here to the west of Haley. That's going to be coming into Denison. I would definitely put the car in the garage ASAP in Denison because there's definitely some hail coming out of there. It might not be super huge, but maybe some golf balls, maybe some ping pong balls. But there's going to be a lot of it. A lot of it. All right, going up even farther to the north up here in Minnesota, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Meeker and Wright counties. 1.25-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's the name of the game up here. 6,000 people are in the path of that one. Coming back down to Iowa, Let's go a little bit farther south. There's just a big mess of severe thunderstorm warnings right here. I don't know why this isn't just one big giant polygon, but we have this nice abstract painting here of all these different lines that will not confuse anybody, that's for sure. We did get a newer severe thunderstorm warning out here that does include Honey Creek. So digital meteorologist Ryan Hall absolutely nailed it. Roll it back. We called this 4 minutes ago. Honey Creek, you're now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Pigeon, BB Town, Persia, Yorkshire, you guys are all under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 47 minutes. Get indoors and away from windows. Get indoors and away from windows. That's the main thing here. Nothing to be scared of. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Lincoln, the storm is moving past you. The storm is moving out of Lincoln, going towards Murdoch now, still with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is what it looks like out there in Lincoln, though. You can see that big storm getting out of Dodge, getting out of Lincoln right now. We want Andy. Andy will be joining us. Andy's here. I see him. He's in our Discord, so he's up. He's here. He just, I guess there's nothing to y'all watch out for just yet. Once again, we're approaching 30,000 people watching already. We're just getting started here. If you want to help us get out in front of more people, consider sharing us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat. Well, I don't know. Whatever it is that you've got that you can help us get in front of more people with, consider sharing us in a group chat with family members because we will be relaying what lots of people have called life-saving information for free and commercial-free throughout the day today. And I do think that we actually are going to have some severe weather, some significant severe weather later tonight. This stuff that's happening right now is severe. I think we've got a pretty good tornado threat building up, and I think we have a very, very large hail threat building up. And we're going to be potentially looking at large areas like Oklahoma City and Tulsa being impacted. Maybe later tonight, Kansas City, and of course Wichita and Topeka and areas like this are kind of like right smack dab in the middle of the target area. So we're going to be covering everybody, and we're going to try to get that information out as quickly as possible. And if you don't have Snapchat or MySpace or Friendster or any of these other things, and you don't want to share our stuff out there, fine, I get it. At the very least, you can also help by clicking the like button on this stream like you would a normal YouTube video, and that'll tell YouTube that
I'm going to go get me some food,
maybe.
guys.
This is a good live stream, maybe.
I have not eaten yet.
And
I need to eat.
They might, promote us a little bit better. There's somebody out there watching cat videos right now in Kansas City. They don't know. They have no idea the storms are coming, and this information would be valuable to them. This is what it looks like out there in Pottawatomie County right now in Iowa. We've got a strong thunderstorm coming through right now. You can see the winds are gusting up. The camera's moving a little bit here. Traffic seems to be flowing just fine, but this is still the kind of weather I would say try to avoid being on the roads for. Charlie says 29K watching, but only 4K likes. I mean, what's going on with that? Is there some sort of problem? I'm just joking. It's free to hit the like button. Once again, you don't have to, but it does help. You guys got a problem? Like, what, you're not hitting my like button? Like, what's going on? You guys are... Real quick, before we dive back into the warnings, how many of you guys watch on the TV and chat on your phone? How many of you guys watch on the TV and chat on your phone? If there's a lot of you, the thing that I was just at with YouTube, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you, and cool things are coming. Cool things that makes that easier and cooler and funner are coming to YouTube. We were just at a big event with YouTube, and I don't think I can talk about it, but like some very cool things are coming for those of you who use YouTube in that way. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Meeker, Stearns, and Wright counties up here in Minnesota. So get indoors and away from windows up there. This storm is going to try to get up close to St. Cloud. Right now, you're not under that warning, but stay tuned and stay vigilant up there. Also, Storm Lake, Iowa is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is Buena Vista and Cherokee counties. Do I have anybody in chat in Buena Vista or Cherokee counties? This storm right here looks like it's probably dropping some quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. There's at least 2 of you guys inside of there. It checked in the WeatherWise app right now. By the way, if you want to see your dot on the map, if you want to hear the great Y'all Watch Out tune on your app in Y'all mode whenever I, click the button, make sure that you download the WeatherWise app. It's free. It's free. Can you believe it? You don't have to pay a daggone dime to see the radar or get your dot on the map. All you got to do is download it, go into the menu, go to Y'all mode, and then share your location with Ryan. And you'll pop up as a little blue dot on the map. If you got a Plus or Pro subscription, you do get to do fun things like send a message. Like somebody, like this person right here, that says, "Does it look like I'll get missed?" It actually does. It actually does. You are threading the needle here. You're still under a tornado watch, so still watch out, still stay vigilant. But I think for the most part, the worst of the storm is probably going to skirt just to your east. Just to your east. So you're good. You're good. All right, here's a camera out there in Missouri Valley, Iowa, showing a storm coming in right now. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good one. Prodigy Gaming, a lot of trial and error, and a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Kimberly says, "I got to say whatever it is, I don't trust YouTube to not screw it or something else up instead." I get it. I get it. Lee Marie sent 10 gifted memberships. Thank you for that. When you're streaming, you're on my TV, if it's my state or not. To be honest, most storms pass at night. Yeah. A lot of people watch. If you're one of those people that watch this and you're not getting hit by the storms, you're a big part of this channel. I don't have the exact analytics on it, but I do believe that a lot of people that watch are not even in the tornado watches or the warnings or anything. You guys are plumb all the way over in, North Carolina or Washington or Oregon or whatever, and you're watching this because you think it's interesting, or you just want to have situational awareness over the overall severe weather situation for whatever reason. And if it wasn't for you guys, nobody would know about me, right? If we were only reaching the people who are actually under these warnings, sometimes there's only like 200 people inside of a tornado warning. So if I only have 200 viewers on YouTube, we definitely ain't reaching the 200 in that warning, at least with the large group of people that we have. I call you guys weather weenies. All right. If we didn't have the biggest bunch of weather weenies on earth here, inflating our numbers, all right, launching us higher into the algorithm, nobody in these warnings would even know how to find us. All right. So you guys are honestly the most important part of this whole machine. Keep weather weanieing out. Keep being obsessed over the weather. Just by watching this, you're helping. You're playing a part in the system where we're helping people here. Waverly and Greenwood in Nebraska, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Somebody just said they pulled over outside of Lincoln because of the bad hail. So that was recently. We have some bad hail down here south and west of Waverly Heights. That's coming up towards Greenwood. Okay. Anybody on Interstate 80 needs to know that this person just pulled over because they couldn't drive through the hail. And that's anybody that's going to be up here near Waverly, all the way up to Louisville and Ashland in Nebraska, out ahead of this hailstorm. Does look like large hail is coming out of this, maybe ping pong ball size hail. It might not be baseball size hail, but we've got a lot of hail coming down. So that's what is, that's what's happening over here. I've been a weather nerd since 6th grade. I'll always be tuned in. Brother, atmospheric brothers. Something happens to us. I don't know what it is. When I was a kid, I just loved weather. I got bit by the bug or something. A lot of you guys are the same way. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of us out there. Somebody asked me to check in on Kansas. We do have a blip. We do have a blip. Blip watch now in effect here for this area. I don't know if it's going to sustain. It looked like it popped up pretty fast here south of Junction City in Kansas. Let me zoom out, give you a little bit more context. This is west of Topeka, east of Salina, however you say it, I forget every time, north of Wichita. These are the kinds of things that we're going to be watching out for, okay? This little cell right here is going to be moving up to the north and east towards Manhattan. It'll be there in 47 minutes. We're going to watch it grow. If you're in Manhattan, point your camera to the south and west, take a picture of it, and send it to us. Let's see what that blip looks like in real life. Matthew says, I'm stationed overseas, and I want you to keep track of my family and friends in Oklahoma. Nice, Matthew. Thank you so much. What do you do if your area falls into severe weather? Nothing different, really. I just stream it. Sometimes I'll peek out. I'll go outside and look. One time there was a tornado warning, and I had to, take shelter. That's about it. It doesn't make it over here very often. By the way, we had a tornado warning earlier down here near the great old town of Hogue. But it's gone now. That Hogue, you can come out of your shelter there. Beatrice, you're still under a severe thunderstorm warning. In fact, the strongest storm of the sequence for you is just now coming in. It's on the southwest side of town. It's going to be coming in with 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Y'all need to be getting ready for that. That is going to bring some denting hail into Beatrice right now. Yeah, I'm in the main eastern part of Kentucky. The main eastern part. You can't get no farther east than where I am. Took this last week during the tornado we had. Ooh, these are incredible. Wow. What? I gotta print these out. Hey, send me something where I can buy a print of this. We have canvas prints from Storm Chasers in the Weather House here, printed on metal, and I want this. I want this one. I will buy it. I guess I can just go to your website. I guess I will go to your website and I will buy it. It's not AI. Some of you guys have the worst AI goggles I've ever seen. The worst AI detection skills I have ever seen. Some of you guys need to take a class on it. This right here, we got a new mesoscale discussion out here for Wichita Falls and Oklahoma City. It might be edited. It might be polished. It might have been enhanced, the colors and stuff. That doesn't make it AI, y'all. Let's see here. Oklahoma City, once again, there's a 60% chance we're going to get a new watch here. It's probably going to be a tornado watch. It expires in 2 hours. So it's a 60% chance that there will be a tornado watch. How many of you guys think that we will get a tornado watch within 2 hours? Because there's a 40% chance they won't issue it because nothing convects down here. Let's do a poll, Frank. Do we get a tornado watch in Oklahoma City within the next 2 hours? Yes or no? Wait for the poll, guys. Don't spam chat. It doesn't count. Wait for the poll to pop up. Tornado watch in Oklahoma City within the next 2 hours. Tornado watch, Frank. All right, meteorologist Andy Hill is doing his thing. Omaha, you're under a y'all watch. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to hit the button again. Here we go. So if you got y'all mode on in the WeatherWise app, you just heard that coming in through your phone. And we're saying y'all watch out to Douglas County, Nebraska, Pottawatomie County, Iowa, and Sarpy County, Nebraska. Big storm coming into the southwest side of Omaha right now. There's no warning, no severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service, but there's definitely some hail in here. We've got 3, 2, 1. Daggone it. I mean, one of these days that's going to work. Anyways, severe thunderstorm warning is not out yet, but it's coming. Oh, there it is. All right. I was just what, eight seconds late, maybe? But meteorologist Andy Hill did absolutely nail it. He nailed it because now we have a severe thunderstorm warning in that exact spot that he highlighted in Douglas, Sarpy, and Washington counties. That's 600,000 people now under the gun for severe weather. We're talking about hail up to 1.25 inches in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be coming up towards Omaha, Nebraska, Papillion, La Vista, Ralston, Gretna, and Springfield. There, once again, 600,000 people in there, 251,000 homes. We've got the Douglas County Health Center in the path. We've got the Ops Virtual High School. The Epley Airfield is in the path as well. And we've got the Chi Health Lakeside Hospital in the path and places like that. So make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. The tornado threat here is quite minimal right now. So we're not too worried about that. But we're looking for that hail and that strong wind to come in on the southwest side of town. We're also going to have lots of lightning, okay? So you don't want to be outside for that. And you don't want to be around trees or you don't want to be outside right now holding a baseball bat or something like that. That's a bad idea, I think. Somebody just checked in on the WeatherWise app, and they said the rain's hitting southwest Omaha right now. That lines up perfectly with the radar. Thank you for the confirmation there. Somebody out here in Papillion says, I'm waiting to see when Papillion, Nebraska will get hit. Well, you're going to wait probably another 15 minutes, and then you're going to be getting hit. It's coming right for you. And then it's going to go past you all the way up there towards Crescent. If you live in Crescent, you're getting hit right now by some strong storms. But this second round is going to be coming in within the next 39 minutes or so. Hey, Robbie, thanks for becoming a member. Dig says, I love spotting the maddest clouds and saying cumulonimbus to impress my grandkids. I love watching weather. But
attention, a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Right? But the more prepared you are, the less scared you will be, in my opinion. Spooky Becky, thank you for the 5 gifted, or the 10 gifted. Yeah, thank you. And congrats to all the people that are members now. You get those extra special emotes if you're a member. And there's also cool things coming for members as well that's new, that's not a thing yet that YouTube told us about at the event. So that's cool. That's fun. Yeah, thank you for being a member. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning down here for Cass County in Nebraska. Now, this one's got a considerable damage threat on it for golf ball size hail. So some larger hail's going through Greenwood, Nebraska right now. That's coming right up towards Elk Prairie and South Bend. You guys definitely need to be getting inside of your safe spaces, indoors and away from windows. I think you can see a little bit of the storm up here in Iowa coming in from the right side of your screen there, but
attention, a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, they're upgrading these warnings here to considerable. I think that they should probably do this one too. They might actually upgrade this to considerable in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I give up on that, honestly. This is just as concerning looking of a storm as the one to the south and west. So I would say that ping pong ball size hail at least is going to be possible with this little flank of the storm right here coming up into Papillion. So you guys definitely need to be watching out and getting indoors there. Put the car in the garage and all that good stuff. Somebody up here in Papillion says it's getting a little dark here. It's getting a little dark in Papillion. Somebody else says, bring on the naders. Be careful what you wish for. I don't think you're going to get any, but definitely we don't want to bring them on. We don't want to taunt them. Somebody else says, rain is starting out here with some big lightning flashes. I'm in my car. This is fine, right? Yes, you're fine. You're fine. Just don't go outside. All right. And if you can get to a sturdy shelter with with a real site-built, sturdy concrete foundation and 4 walls without a bunch of glass, then that's a better place to be. But I think you're fine. As long as you're not under the overpass, you're fine. But there is some hail in here, so you got to, you got to think about that too. The windshield might get cracked or something like that. Same thing could be happening down here in Beatrice, by the way, in Nebraska. Big time storm coming in right now with a $0.5 size hail. $0.5 size hail comes out of the sky at 61 miles per hour with terminal velocity. That can dent vehicles and damage roof shingles. It can also crack windows and break small tree branches. So that's $0.5 size hail coming into Beatrice currently. It's happening right now. Let's go check back in on Kansas. Our blips are still blipping about. Nothing to write home about, though. Nothing huge going on down here. We do have a mesoscale discussion already inside of our tornado watch here. So they're specifically watching this area for that tornado development over the next 2 hours or so. 65 mile per hour winds here to 80 mile per hour winds, maybe even up to 3.5 inch hail. That's going to be possible here in Wichita here soon. And I see you guys in Wichita. I see you. We've got storm chasers over here that are going to help us keep an eye on you today. So we've got you covered. We've got the Wichita University camera here. And yeah, there's just no storms right now, but we will be watching you. Brandon Kopic just crossed the Kansas border into Oklahoma. And we're also going to be watching you guys as well. It'll be even a little bit later before these storms pop up today down here. But it's definitely going to get plumb wild if the storms do pop up. Lots of CAPE. Lots of convective available potential energy down here that's ready to just blow up some storms. Hey, Zen is Fluffy. Huge shout out to Zen is Fluffy for the 10 gifted memberships. We've got all kinds of members now that are here today only because of the generous people like Zen is Fluffy. Thank you so much for that once again. What are the odds North Florida is going to get much needed rain this weekend? I think we're going to get some rain soon, but I don't have a whole lot of details on that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. At this YouTube event, I didn't get a look at a lot of the medium to long or the medium range models. I've been mainly focused on this, but all of this energy is moving east. I don't think it'll be drought busting necessarily, but things are going to be changing in the southeast over the next little bit, I think. Wow. Look at this, guys. Current situation is no tornado warnings right now. 11 severe thunderstorm warnings. It's already been a somewhat active day with 31 severe thunderstorm warnings so far and 2 tornado warnings. Of course, we think that number is going to keep going up as the day goes on. Storms are going to continue to impact areas in these tornado watches like Fort Dodge here. They're coming right for you. We do have a tornado watch for everybody in the flashing box area there for the next 3 hours and 30 minutes. Additionally, there's another flashing box down here in Kansas where we got a tornado watch going on for another 5 hours and 30 minutes. That's going to be our higher end tornado watch. If we get big tornadoes today, they're probably going to be around Hutchinson, Wichita, up there towards Topeka. Now, the reason I say that is because that's where we're most confident that convection's actually going to happen. If we do get a rogue supercell down here in around Oklahoma City, up there towards Enid, towards the southern side of Kansas, the tornadoes could be a little bit bigger down here, could be a little bit more visible. That's why our storm chasers have kind of flocked to this area. But there's a good chance that nothing happens down here too. So you got to keep that in mind. Iowa Department of Transportation in Pottawatomie County is showing us that storm coming in right now to the Omaha area. This is a live look at it. By the way, the poll has completed. 86% of you guys think that the tornado watch is going to be issued in Oklahoma City within the next 2 hours. We'll see how that plays out. Sarah says, thanks for the coverage. I'm convinced that somebody at the National Weather Service is messing with you with the warnings. Hey, listen, we've got friends at the National Weather Service. I think that they're watching, but I don't necessarily think they're copying Andy's homework, okay? I think that great minds just think alike, right? We've heard this saying before. I think that's what's happening here. So that's that storm. Nothing going on yet in Oklahoma. Not a whole lot going on yet in Kansas, except for this storm that's popped up here in extreme northern Kansas to the north of Washington. Interesting storm up here that's getting its act together right now. Just got a severe thunderstorm warning for Washington County, Kansas. That's going to be moving up towards Hanover, so y'all need to get indoors and away from windows up there as well. Checking back in on our friends in Omaha.
Attention,
We got
a
lot
new
of you guys here
considerable
now.
severe thunderstorm
Storms
warning
coming
has
in on
been
the
issued.
southwestern side of town. How's it going? How are we doing down here? We should be getting some hail right now around the Millard Airport. We just got a report. There we go. This is live just from a couple minutes ago. $half size hail confirmed down here near Chalco, south and west of Millard, going towards the middle of the airport right now. That's going to continue up there towards Regency and the Happy Hollow and downtown Omaha. So the hail is real, and it's coming right now. Get ready for it. All of these cameras, all of these traffic cameras point at the daggone traffic. I've tried a lot of them, and I've yet to see any good views here. Oh, here's a view of Omaha, kind of with the storm in the background. Oh, there's another kind of one that's kind of good. But yeah, for some reason, these traffic cameras, they always are just pointing down at the traffic, except for this one. There we go. That's a nice view. It's 240p, but we'll take it. Thank you, Department of Transportation out there in Iowa. This is great. This is exactly what I was looking for. They're saying a tornado alley is shifting east. Who? Who said that? Who's they?
Hey Ryan, I know you're locked in on Omaha right now, but a lot of people in chat are asking about the timeline for Des Moines, Kansas City, and Manhattan, Kansas. We've got at least 35 folks asking for those ETAs, so let's give them a clear update on when those storms are expected to arrive.
Thank you, Y'allbot. I will get right to that. Thank you so much. Okay, so Y'allbot is telling me, Y'allbot's watching the chat. By the way, Y'allbot, if you don't know about Y'allbot, Y'allbot watches the chat. Okay, it reads every chat message. It takes it in, and it kind of like pushes stuff to me that it thinks is important. So that's what Y'allbot is. Yeah, this right here is a good looking storm coming into the Omaha area right now. This is a live look at it. We're going to get right back to that, but I do want to talk to our friends in Des Moines. Storms are still pretty far away from you. They're not going to be there within the next 3 or 4 hours. It'll be after that. It'll be much later, potentially more like 5 hours from now, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And they also will likely be a little bit weaker and less likely to produce tornadoes by the time they get to Des Moines. Okay, so we're not too worried about Des Moines right now. Again, we're not really forecasting. We're nowcasting. So you're not in the tornado watch. There's nothing to worry about right now in Des Moines, but check back in potentially in about 3 hours to see what the new outlook is for your area. The same exact thing can be said for Kansas
other
City.
guys
You're
that
not
have
in the
been
tornado
here in the
watch. The
past
storms
are
going to
gonna be
stay out
here
to
in
your
a
west
little
for a
while.
long time. And then later tonight, I am a little bit more confident that we are definitely going to have severe weather in Kansas City tonight, but it's going to be a line of strong winds coming through. So,
Hey,
but
Chris,
once again, that's
are
not going to be
you,
happening anytime soon, at least
available?
not within the next 5 hours. So check back in a couple hours, and we'll let you know what's going on down there. Oklahoma City, we actually don't even know if you're going to
I'm
get
in a
storms
Discord
at all
call
yet.
with some
Okay,
people, so
there's a 60%
no,
chance
can't
we're about to
join
get
the
a severe
Discord
watch
call,
down
if that's what
here,
you're thinking.
and storms might start firing soon. We're watching every frame of the radar. We'll let you know what's up as stuff happens.
I
Meteorologist
would like
Andy
for you to
Hill
be
is
here
taking us
about
down here to Gage County,
around
Nebraska, and
4:30,
Johnson County in
if you
Nebraska,
can.
where Wymore and Rockford and Lewiston and Crab Orchard are now
Unfortunately,
under
I can't.
a y'all watch. We think that a severe thunderstorm warning is likely going to be issued here for this storm. Okay, and there it is. There it is. It just happened. Meteorologist Andy Hill absolutely nailed it once again. All right, so we've got the official severe thunderstorm warning for Gage, Johnson, and Pawnee counties, almost lined up completely perfectly with Andy's Y'all Watch Polygon there. That's going to be going on for the next 47 minutes. We're talking about 7,293 people in the path Tecumseh, Wymore, Sterling, Rockford, Blue Springs, and Philly, Nebraska are all smack dab in the path here of 1.5-inch hail. That's ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Attention, a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And if you can't, figure out why you can't, and then, fix that, and then go ahead and do it anyways. There we go. We got an upgrade on our Omaha severe thunderstorm warning. Considerable damage threat now. We've got a considerable damage threat severe thunderstorm warning for Omaha. They've upped it because we've got golf ball size hail. I repeat, we've got confirmed golf ball size hail coming into Omaha right now. Get the car in the garage. This is going to be a damaging storm. This will absolutely be damaging, especially down here around La Vista. Up here towards Ashburn. What in the world is that? Happy Hollow Club, Ashburn Village. The Omaha Medical Center is right smack dab in the path there in downtown Omaha. We've got a viewer right here that says it's getting spooky over here. This is breaking news. An official report from a viewer on the ground in Omaha is confirming that it is in fact getting spooky right now in Omaha. So, if that doesn't get you to get indoors and away from windows, I don't know what will. Okay, somebody just said bad hail. Not just bad hail, but bad hail. So we've got bad hail here near Roxbury Park. That's happening now. That's coming up towards, it's going right past the Best Western up towards Ralston Arena. If there's cars outside here in this parking lot here at Oaks Park, they're cooked. They're absolutely cooked. Okay? So you got to get the cars in the garage. And we've got to get the storms. We've got to get ready for the storm here at the Holiday Inn Southwest.
We
that's
got
next
storms
in line
firing
here. And once again, the
out
West
to
Lawn
the west
Hillcrest
of
Memorial
Topeka,
Park.
Kansas.
This is
Chris.
also heading right for the Walmart. The Walmart next to the YMCA down there on Highway 275. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
The hail's not started there yet, but it's coming. Yeah, this is definitely some large hail. So once again, latest frame there. Hail's now moving over Interstate 80 near the Denny's and the Farmhouse Cafe and Bakery. That's where the heaviest hail is right now, right over Time Clock Lounge. It's moving over that Holiday Inn up towards the Super 8, and then it's going to be moving towards the Omaha VA Medical Center and the University of Nebraska Medical Center. That's where that hail core is going to be moving over the next little bit. You definitely got to get indoors and away from windows for that. Oh, look at this. We got a nice view of the storm coming into Omaha here from Council Bluffs. Look at those dark clouds. Very ominous view here from our live Southwest rail cam. Once again, shout out to the rail fan cam people. Rail cammers? What is that? It's rail fans, right? Look on it. Yeah, these are some dark skies. The person that just said, like, it's getting spooky out here, I see what you're talking about now. Sometimes I think you guys might be exaggerating a little bit, but this is the definition of spooky if I've ever seen it before. So that's what it looks like out there right now, looking towards the Omaha area as the storm continues to move east. See if we can find another one. There's a little lowering here. You know, if you're logging on to Facebook and you're seeing the locals around Omaha talking about this, I don't think it's a tornado. I don't think it's anything really to worry about. There's not a whole lot of rotation here. Mainly, we just got some strong winds and a lot of hail coming out of this. Once again, going right over that Holiday Inn, right over the Holiday Inn. And then up next, it's going to be going towards the University of Nebraska. That's where the biggest chunks of hail are going to be falling here shortly. Somebody out here in Papillion said hail. Hail in Papillion right now, and La Vista. La Vista, I think you're just south of the heaviest hail. It's actually going to be a pretty small area that gets the worst of the hail, and it's working right over the Interstate 80 right now, coming up there towards downtown Omaha. Let me zoom out a little bit, give new viewers like an update on what's going on here. Omaha's getting hit right now. The storms are already past Lincoln. We got another big storm down here south of Beatrice or east of Beatrice in Nebraska. That one's going to be a big one as it goes up Highway 136. Storms are forming off to the west of Fort Dodge. Not a concern yet for Fort Dodge. And we've got storms to the west of Minneapolis. We're going to be watching those as they get closer. No further updates on that right now. And we also don't have anything going on in Kansas City, but we do have real blips starting to pop up. Look at this. This is a live look at the blip near Salina, Kansas, exploding in front of Storm Chaser IRL. So this is the cap busting or, and allowing for that convection to happen that we talked about earlier. This is that happening in real time. Storm Chaser IRL is showing us this as the storms start popping up. Wow. Look kind of elevated right now, but the storm tops are definitely healthy. You've got new bursts of convection on the right-hand side over there. So if you look to the left-hand side of your screen, you got messier looking clouds, and they also go up a little bit farther. Those are the first little successful eruptions of convection that have popped up. What you look for is not just a continuous surge of convection in that one area. You look for new, healthy, young eruptions on the backside. That's usually a good sign of a new, like a good, healthy thunderstorm, and that's exactly what we've got going on right here. That right there is a little baby getting ready to turn into its own addition to the top of the cumulonimbus cloud, right? So watch that. As long as that gets higher, taller, faster, stronger, this storm is continuing to strengthen, and you'll see another one pop up behind it. All right, meteorologist Andy Hill says, y'all watch out down here in Minnesota, up here in Minnesota, I should say. This is Nicollet County, Brown County, Renville County, and Sibley County in Minnesota. We're talking about the great town of Sleepy Eye. Why do I have this recorded? Sleepy Eye in Watonwan County. I have no idea what that even said. Anyways, Sleepy Eye is getting hit by a storm right now. It's going to go by New Ulm, and then it'll probably get a severe thunderstorm warning because this storm is already somewhat interesting or significant, I should say, dropping some hail. So that's going to potentially become a severe thunderstorm as it goes up towards Hutchinson. Let's see what y'all bought once here. Yeah, go ahead.
Not sure if you caught this yet, Ryan. I know you're mesmerized by those healthy updrafts, but a lot of people in chat are asking how to pronounce Exarban, and they really want you to know it's Nebraska spelled backwards.
Really?
Yep, really. Exarban is literally Nebraska backwards. And folks are wondering about the pronunciation too. It's usually Axarban.
Okay, Axarban, and it's Nebraska backwards.
Axarban. It's Nebraska spelled
Axarban. Is that better?
Exactly. It's Axarben. That's Nebraska spelled backwards.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Y'allbot. Always great, vital information coming from Y'allbot there. Taking in all the tokens from the chat, charging me tons of money, and then spitting out some corrections. Honestly, I'm glad I can say it right now, and I'm glad I know about the fact that is Nebraska backwards. That's pretty cool. Carroll and Crawford counties, you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. We've got 16,000 people in this one. Large amounts of rain and hail are coming down in Denison right now. That's coming up towards Arcadia next. Y'all get ready up there. And then additionally, we continue to watch Omaha. The storm is coming into Omaha right now, and it is looking like it's still dropping some pretty good hail. Somebody said, I got my helmet ready for the hail. Somebody else said, the hail is here. Now it's moving into downtown Omaha. It's happening right now. The hail is moving into downtown Omaha. You guys need to be indoors and away from windows once again. This is plumb wild. What are they building in Omaha? Is that like a new building? That's going to be like the biggest building in Omaha, ain't it?
Yeah, it's been quiet in here.
Somebody said no, LOL. Well, what is it then? Oh, yeah, they are? Okay, cool. Cool. That's what it looks like. Remember, I'm seeing the same thing you guys are. It kind of looks like a harmonica.
My mouse is super warm. Who just DM me?
It kind of looks like a harmonica, or
is it you?
You know, like a couple of blurry pixels. But I think it's actually kind of impressive. I can tell that was a new building being built there. All right, meteorologist Andy Hill's got another place that he's watching out for. He's drawing our attention down here to Abilene and Junction City in Kansas. That's right. New severe thunderstorm warning is going to be possible here. We've also got another one just to the south of that. Big time blip just popped up down here, just to the south and east of Hutchinson. That's actually a really impressive looking storm. That's moving up towards Hillsboro. No warnings on these, but we've got you covered. We're saying y'all watch out. The warning's probably coming soon.
The damn dry line is firing.
Don't know if we can see anything from any of this, but we do have storms popping up right now. And Storm Chaser IRL is still showing us the base of that storm in Kansas that we've been watching. The OMA what? What are you guys calling that building? The OMA what? I need context. Why is it called that? By the way, speaking of Omaha, the biggest part of the storm is in downtown Omaha right now. It's happening now. So just stay away from them windows and you'll be just fine. This is what it looks like out there in Council Bluffs as the hail and the wind continues to move through.
See, that ain't good right there.
Looks like a pretty good storm.
Yeah.
From the few pixels that I can see here,
we got a lot of
I definitely think we've got a good storm going here. Traffic seems to be moving just fine, though. I don't see a whole lot of wind. Once again, the main thing is going to be that hail. It's going to get pretty daggone intense with the hail as the storm moves into the Carter Lake area. It looks like, honestly, our traffic cameras are probably going to miss the worst of it. You can't see the buildings anymore. Remember, this is the camera where you could just see the Omaha skyline completely covered now in that heavy rain shaft and that hail shaft. Getting completely shafted there in Omaha, and then that's going to take over this camera as well. We should see some hail. I don't know if we'll be able to discern the hail size from this camera because the resolution, but we're going to be watching it closely. Yeah, if that's going to be the biggest building, we need a camera on it. Who is that building? Like what is that? Or is it just like a big is it a bank? Mutual of Omaha? Somebody call the CEO of Mutual Omaha. Tell them we need a weather camera up there. That's the perfect place to put one. One of you guys, there's 40,000 people watching. One of you guys has his number. I know you do. Wait. What's happening right here? Is that just somebody pulled off on the side of the road? Or is this like an overpass? And there's somebody like under it? Honestly, I literally can't tell. So I'm waiting. I'm not going to pull the trigger. I'm not going to pull the trigger. I don't know what's going on here, but if I'm a referee here, this is a close call.
You can literally see the dry line on
Okay,
satellite.
I think they're moving along. Okay, they heard us. Okay, all right. Good job, sir. Good job, sir. Move it right along. Overpasses aren't for parking under, okay? Keep going, sir. Yep, you're fine. Don't need an umbrella for your car. So the biggest part of the storm is continuing to move past Omaha now, but I want everybody in Omaha to know that it's not going to stop raining or storming anytime soon. Lots more bouts of heavy rain and lightning are coming, but the hail threat for the most part is going to start going down now. The worst of the hail is currently over Carter Lake. That's moving right up towards Chautauqua, Crescent, and Weston now in Iowa.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are going to get a gully washer and a half here for literally the next 30 minutes or more. So you just stay locked in down there. You'll be just fine. Gage, Johnson, and Pawnee counties in Nebraska, you guys are also under that severe thunderstorm warning. Big time storm coming into Tecumseh, okay? It's coming in. We got 5,300 impacted here, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is going to be a dangerous storm. 1.5-inch hail is coming in right now. We've also got a severe thunderstorm warning up here for Harrison and Shelby counties. The real big part of that storm is getting ready to come into Manila and Defiance right now, and Aspinwall. So you guys need to be getting ready for some large hail over there too. Let me zoom out, give you some more context on what's going on here. We got a line of storms that's moving towards Fort Dodge, moving away from Sioux City and away from Lincoln. Lincoln, Sioux City, you're done for the day. There's nothing to worry about out there. We are going to be watching out closely, though, for Omaha over the next 30 minutes or so. Fort Dodge over the next little bit. Des Moines later tonight. And then, Creston and Atlantic and Sydney, for example, over the next little bit as well. Storms are also starting to get a little bit more serious down here in Kansas. So I've got friends over here in Manhattan that are checking in. That storm to your south and west, you got to watch it. Don't take your eye off of it. Everybody needs to download the WeatherWise app right now. It's free. It's free. Whenever I start saying this, people are like, oh, no, it's a commercial. Oh, no. No, it's free. Okay, scan the code. iOS, Android, open it up in a web browser, and then look at the radar. Okay, pull up your site, the one closest to your house, and just pull up this one and watch this. New frames will come in, and I'm telling you, don't take your eye off of it. This storm right here might be a problem as it continues to grow and goes up towards Junction City. No warning on that, but we are saying, y'all, watch out. We are saying that. That is something that we are saying. Jennifer is in Wichita, by the way. We do have Jennifer on the ground in Wichita right now. So we do have storm chasers covering the Wichita area as big storms are going to start firing over here soon.
Yo, Jefferson.
Somebody said, why is there a place called Manhattan in Wichita?
Do you think
or
he's going to be the
Kansas?
most severe?
There's a place called Manhattan in just about every state. I've learned that doing this. There's a place called something everywhere. Really. There's a New York and Tennessee probably. There's a Tennessee and New York if you look hard enough. Probably not, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of shared names across the state. That's why whenever I am zoomed in, okay, I've made it a big part of my overlay here to always show that where we're looking, okay? So a lot of people, when you just tune in and I'm zoomed in like this and you're like, wow, Park City, is that Park City, Montana? Is that Park City, Idaho? Is Ryan actually talking about Park City, Idaho right now? Well, you can quickly answer that question by looking up here. It automatically updates. You always know what state we're looking at if you just look right here. And you'll never be confused. I understand that's confusing, and I know that a lot of people would rather me just be constantly zoomed out. But like, what are we even doing? What are we even looking at here? You know what I'm saying? I like to get in, look, show you the nitty gritty, the details, okay? And I can't do that unless I'm zoomed in. So, and also putting a mini map kind of takes up too much room. There's already too much going on here. There's too much going on. We don't want to take up too much room, that's my philosophy. And we did get a severe thunderstorm warning for McPherson, Marion, and Saline counties, or Saline County, something like that. Daggone it. I'm never going to remember it, but that's going to be in line with Andy's Y'all Watch, so he nailed it again. But that's going to also get extended up there to Abilene and Hope as well. So you guys need to be getting indoors and away from windows. That is going to be a dangerous storm.
What?
That is going to be a dangerous storm. Those are going to continue to blow up fast. Here's a video or two from Omaha as the storm was coming in. Had a little bit of an SLC here. Yeah, that's probably a Category 2 SLC if I've ever seen one. And if you're new here, you don't know what an SLC is. That stands for scary looking cloud. Nothing more to it. Just scary looking cloud. And look at this. Wow. That's a nice view of a blip, son. That is one of the better views we've ever been sent of a blip. That's the literal first little bloop of a storm right there. You literally are watching the birth of what will eventually become a supercell that drops large, massive hail, potentially even a tornado. So that's what a blip looks like in real life at the smallest form, right when it first pops up. And what you're going to want to do whenever you see something like this is you never want to underestimate it. Do not allow yourself to underestimate a blip. We've got hail in Omaha, Nebraska. That's coming in from David. More hail from Omaha. Look at this. Dang. I told you guys it was going to snap tree branches. Somebody in the chat said that was bogus. How's the hail going to snap a tree branch? Well, there you go, son. It's small, you know? But like the hail can come down with a terminal velocity of 70 miles per hour and take out smaller tree branches. Holy smokes. More hail. That is a hail blizzard right there. You got accumulating hail on the ground out there in Omaha. Yo. So that's what's happening out there in Omaha right now. Pretty significant storm coming through. Ooh, this person is caught in the storm on the tarmac. Wow. All right. Well, hopefully it's starting to clear up now and you'll be able to get on your way. By the way, big time, a severe thunderstorm warning up here with a tornado possible tag in Minnesota. Meteorologist Andy Hill absolutely nailed it. He called this out earlier, and now we've got the official warning here. Severe thunderstorm warning, that is. Okay? And we're encouraging everybody to take shelter indoors and away from windows. Now, they've got that tornado possible tag because there is rotation right here. The green show winds going towards the radar, the red show away. We got broad rotation down here near Becker. That's moving up towards the Shelburne National Wildlife Refuge in Santiago and Glendorado. And that's going to continue to be a problem over here as it goes up towards Princeton as well with that small hail and some strong winds. And again, they've got that tornado possible tag on there because that rotation, if it tightens up, it could produce a tornado. It's not right now, but it could. So we're watching out a little bit harder than we normally would. Coming back down here to Omaha, biggest part of the storm's now moving out of Omaha and moving up towards McClelland and Underwood in Iowa. That's Pottawatomie County. You guys need to be staying in your safe spots, being indoors and away from windows and all that good stuff. And I think you'll be just fine. This is what it looks like out here in Pottawatomie County right now as the onset of that strong storm comes through. We know for a fact that we've got at least ping pong ball size hail here, and we've got a couple overpasses. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know if we're going to have any bridge bozos today. I think that our campaign's actually catching on. Every time I talk about it, a clip goes up somewhere, people talk about it, and I think that, maybe people are starting to, we're spreading the awareness that, it's just not a good thing to be a bridge bozo or an underpass ogre. And once again, in a severe thunderstorm with hail, it makes more sense, right? It's not as dangerous. Right? In a tornado warning, it's literally dangerous because the wind tunnel effect can actually make the winds worse in a tornado under the overpass. But if you're trying to protect your car from hail, like I get it. But the problem is that that's not what it's for, right? So somebody else is going to park behind you. Somebody else is going to park to your left. Somebody else is going to get scared and park in the interstate. And then eventually it's going to get clogged up. And you think that I'm just talking out my butt right now, but I promise we've seen it happen. It happens every time somebody starts doing this. So we're advocating against it. I see some of the hail now. I think you can literally see the hail. And, traffic seems to be moving fine. I would, obviously I would advise to, don't be on the roads if at all possible. But if you have to be, just don't be a bridge bozo and you'll be good. Meteorologist Andy Hill is pulling me out here to Minnesota, though, to look at this storm out here near Le Sueur. That's down south and west of Shakopee in Nicollet County and Scott County out there in Minnesota. So two storms now. in Minnesota that don't have a severe thunderstorm warning, but will likely get one soon. Y'all watch out. Y'all watch out, okay? There's that blip again in Kansas. There's some cool looking clouds in Omaha. Check this out. Another blip pick. Blip pick from Rosanna. That's an 8 out of 10, Rosanna. Thank you so much for sending that in. More nice storms from a couple weeks ago from David T. Another blip pick here from Sedgwick County, Kansas. These blips look healthy. That is you see all the contrast, you see all the detail in that updraft. Okay, that's how you know you've got a healthy blip right here. That's still, kind of exploding up into the atmosphere, and it's going to become more of a big deal here soon. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. If you want to send pictures and videos, you can do so over there on ryanhallyall.com/submit. This storm down here that just popped up near St. Peter is going up towards Minneapolis. It'll be in Carver in about an hour. So it'll be in Minneapolis maybe a little bit over an hour from now.
I gotta stand up for a little bit.
Down here in Harvey, McPherson, and Marion counties and Reno County in Kansas, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning down here as well. That's going to go on for 51 more minutes. And we're encouraging everyone to get indoors and away from windows. Wichita, how's it going? We do have some stuff trying to pop up around Wichita. Nothing too crazy, though. Nothing too crazy. I've got a view of the sky here in Wichita. Look at this. This is what it looks like right now live in Wichita, in Andover. As those blips start to pop up. So one of these storms is going to get significant here, and at some point we will get a strong storm going right through Wichita.
Turn the slide off here.
Clouds are moving fast. We are probably going to see that low-level jet crank up a little bit more, a little bit later tonight if we get those isolated cells. The tornado threat is real down here. It is real. It cannot be ignored. Here's a look at the stadium down there. You can see the base of that blip a little bit better from here. You can see it's still new, but you can see all the edges on those clouds. You can see that we've got some robust, healthy updrafts there, and storms are definitely getting their acts together right now in Kansas. Oh, boy. I see one. Hey, once again, if you guys think you can get away with it, he minimized the camera. He minimized it. He's not going to see. No, we all see you. All 42,000 of us see you right now. Rich Bozo, all right? Hey, there we go. Look, it worked again. It worked again. Yeah, move it right along, sir. Well, somebody started moving, and I think somebody parked behind him. Or did somebody just move up and make room for another one? I don't know what's going on here. But there was a black car, and it moved on. But now we've got a white car replacing them. Once again, don't do that. Let's listen to what Y'allbot's got to say. Go ahead, Y'allbot. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, Ryan, a lot of people in chat are asking how to pronounce Salina and Saline County. I can run a quick phonetics module for you if you need it.
Yeah, go ahead. Teach us.
Hey, Ryan, a lot of people in chat are asking how to pronounce Salina and Saline.
Yeah. Go ahead and teach us how to say it.
All right, here it is. Salina is pronounced Salina, and Saline County is Saline.
Okay, so Salina County and Saline. Salina, the city, and Saline, the county, right?
Sure thing. Hey, Ryan.
All right. Thank you, y'all. But sometimes it actually tries to argue with me, but it's like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Ryan. Yeah, whatever. Guys, I know I got it backwards. I'm trolling. I'm trying to troll y'all. Come on, play along. Let's see here. Pottawatomie County and Shelby County is still under a severe thunderstorm warning. This big beefy storm is heading right towards Harlan in Iowa. I've got a couple of viewers down here. I'm watching out for you. The biggest thing you guys got to worry about is that 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be a rough storm, but it won't be. You've definitely seen worse. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Get indoors and away from windows. You'll be just fine. Somebody out there in chat said y'all slop, as if y'all bot is some sort of incarnation of AI slop. Ban that guy. Ban that guy. Never want to see him again. Do not disrespect y'all bot like that. Mac Attack 2KO. Thank you so much for the super chat. Can you tell my sister Shay a happy birthday? Yes, happy birthday, Shay. Happy birthday, Shay. I hope you're watching. Happy birthday to you. New severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, out here for McClellan, Underwood, and Neola. That still is going to continue for 32 more minutes out here as it goes up Interstate 80. We've got 1.5 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds coming through right now. That's going to be a dangerous storm for anybody on the roads. Once again, if you are in the path of this, what you want to do is you want to get off the road and, you know, somewhere safe. If you want to get to a garage or like under, you know, if you want to get some gas with the, you know, whatever, the best thing to do is just not be on the roads. And the perfect thing to do would be to not park under the overpass, okay? Yeah, we're covering a large area. We're not really talking a whole lot about places that aren't getting hit yet. The reason why we're focused so much on this area is because they're getting hit right now. And look, I mean, what? Why? What is this? What's happening? They're blocking the interstate. This is I-80. Somebody is in reverse right now on the interstate because it's raining, bro. Ugh. The hail is probably already stopped by now. If it's still going on, you know, once again, I kind of get it, but like, I don't get blocking the interstate. I don't get blocking the interstate. That's not, I don't understand how that is perceived as okay. Somebody in chat says that I'm in Safe Light's pocket. Safe Light is sponsoring this campaign so that I encourage people to get more busted windshields. That is the best conspiracy theory I've ever heard. And honestly, I'm not even going to address it because I hope that continues to churn. That's hilarious.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, but I'm gonna probably be back here later on.
All right.